going to show you how to do the pool noodle basting. And first thing I wanted to show you is that I have two different color pins, and these are the small glass head pins. I just find these easiest to use, and I like to have them in two different colors so that I can pick whichever color is going to show up best against the fabric or the batting, depending on what I'm basting. So I like to start in the middle, and I just stick the pin straight down into the pool noodle. And then we're gonna smooth everything out, grab another pin, and stick it straight down. And you can pin right into these pool noodles without any problem. And you can use them over and over and over again. They last a very long time. And as you can see, it's just a matter of continuing to flatten this out, smooth it, and roll it up. And once you get to the end, I just like to pop a pin in there right here and then on either side so it doesn't unroll while I get the other two things ready. And as you can see, I didn't even have to connect two noodles for this. There's a little bit of overhang, but the overhang is small enough that I could just center my noodle and work through that overhang without a problem. Before we get started, I just want to show you that there is a right and a wrong side to your batting, and the right side should be very soft to the touch, and it may look like there's tiny little needle holes if you look closely in the batting. Whereas if you look at the back side, you may see tiny little, I don't want to call them pimples, but tiny little like bumps where the needles were puncturing through. Now you want to sew in the same direction that the batting was put together in. So this soft side is going to be your top side. That is going to be the side that you are going to roll towards your pool noodle. So your noodle is going to set on top of the soft side. Attaching your batting to your pool noodle is that you want to turn it so that the shorter side is what you're rolling onto the pool noodle. The length should be going in this direction, and the shorter area should be going in this direction across your noodle. Now we are on to the quilt top, and you're again going to want to lay the quilt top, your quilt top face up. So you're going to roll it into the pool noodle, facing it. And again, same idea. We want to pick the most contrasting pins and just pin it right down. Now this one you don't really have to pin because we are going to grab our other pieces and set it up. So now we are ready to baste. I just have all of these rolls set up. The bottom one is my backing, and I rolled that out first, and then I laid the batting just a little bit spaced from the backing, and I rolled that out, and then I placed my quilt top on the top of that. and rolled it out. So now we're ready to baste. So I use these, and they are just these little pins that have a plastic piece on the end. And I find it very useful to, it helps relieve fatigue on your fingers because you're not pushing so much on those metal pieces that are digging into your fingers at the end of the day when you're doing a lot of these. So I'll just open a few of them up, and then I'll start in the center of my quilt. I like to get it in there to where I know that it's touching the back, and you use this little tool. And again, it just helps relieve some fatigue on your hands and your fingers. And it makes things go a bit faster too. And I like to try to work in both directions to keep it even. Does not want to go through the back. There we go. And I will go through and just gently unroll these. I have a chair on the other side of my table to keep it from unrolling on me and falling off the other end of the table. But I can just pull it towards me and then unroll one, unroll the other one, and unroll this, and then I can get further. And I will space them out like this, and then I will do the next row where it's going in the middle. Still be spaced about the same amount, but they are staggered. And I will go through it and I will baste the entire quilt in this way, going all the way across, and then the next row, and then the next row, and so on until it's done. Okay, so that was pool noodle basting. And just to let you know, this is not my original method. This was somebody else that I had come across their video, and it's several years old, and I just thought that I would show you my take on it and how I changed things up a little bit with the larger noodles. So if you like this video, please remember to like and subscribe, and thank you so much for watching. Oh, and I will try to find that original video and link it below. Thanks. Bye.